Draw 2 cards and you can scry 1.
I don't move without knowing my target.
It's a good trade, right? Because we already know what's on top of his library. Play the land, play the Vraska, pay the full cost. Now we're doing it. Make that into an artifact, you lose. Go to combat. Attack for 6. Draw a card, lose a life. That's an Elspeth. Go to damage. Play the Elspeth. Make a token. Draw a card, lose a life. Exploring the Deep Cavern Bed. That's a land. Play the Duress. Duress you. Good game, sir. What's going on, folks? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and we're back with another episode of Magic: The Gathering Arena. Today, I've been brewing up a standard build for quite a while now, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been winning quite a bit with it. It's definitely not like tier 1, but hey, it's fun, and it's powerful, and it's Orzhov Planeswalkers. It's a new spin on standard, and we're going to be putting in some cards that not a whole lot of people are playing right now, but I think are really good and just really funny to just troll our opponents with, especially when we drop something like Kaya the Tangible Slayer. Hexproof, 7 mana, 2 white, 2 black, and 3 colorless for a Planeswalker. +2. Each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life, so a free Lightning Helix for +2, which is pretty cool. Comes in with 6 loyalty counters, has hexproof, so you're gonna pay your 7 mana, but you're not going to be vulnerable to spot removal, which is absolutely amazing. The only thing that they can get rid of your Planeswalker with is the sacrifice effect, and not a whole lot of people are running Shoulder's Edict right now, so I think you're pretty safe on that. There's one other card in Standard that does it too, but that's only running the poison decks. Vraska's Fall or something like that, and that's not played very often either. So we're going to get our Planeswalker, and we're probably going to win the game if we resolve this Planeswalker. Her 0 cost ability is draw 2 cards, then each opponent may scry 1. Also has a very nice, in this enchantment heavy meta, exile target creature or enchantment for -3. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 spirit with flying in addition to its other types. The funniest thing I ever did with this was I copied a Virtue of Loyalty, and it was just funny. Copied my opponent's Virtue of Loyalty and just won the game. Anyways, enough about that. The bat players can be really, really annoying in this meta, but we do have some answers for that in the forms of 3 Duress. Target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-creature, non-land card from it, and that player discards that card. That was our only 1 drop. Played as a 3 of. And then we have answers for their Planeswalkers. A lot of Planeswalkers running around right now. We don't really have a good way to deal with them, other than Bitter Triumph. For 2 mana, I can destroy target creature or Planeswalker at the low cost of pay 3 life or discard a card, and I don't think that's too bad considering it has destroy any creature or any Planeswalker, except for Kaya, in the text. And then to round out our removal suite, we have 3 copies of Go for the Throat, just a good all-around removal. I think Go for the Throat is still highly playable in Standard, and it sees itself as a 3 of in this deck. Next, we move on to what many don't understand is actually a good card in this meta right now, Banishing Light. Especially in the best of 1 games, it deals with all of the talent cards, which is just so freaking annoying. It deals with indestructible creatures, it deals with annoying artifacts, it deals with everything, you know, everything. So it's Oblivion Ring. Oblivion Ring is back in Standard. Yes, I said it, it's back in Standard. We have the 1 copy of Caretaker's Talent. You can run more copies of Caretaker's Talent, but I think just about every white deck is running Caretaker's Talent right now. It is just so powerful. For 3 mana, I can cast it and it's an enchantment. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Well, this is great. We have a lot of tokens in this deck. We only have one creature in the deck, one Beza in the deck. Our Planeswalkers that are going to be creating us tokens. We have Elspeth, we have Kaya. We potentially have the other Kaya creating us tokens. Ashiok, and Eternal Wanderer, all creating us tokens. Is there anything else that creates us tokens in the deck? Yes, Virtue of Loyalties. So we have so many ways to create tokens in this deck, and it's just great for tokens. Whenever this class becomes level 2, create a token copy. That's a token copy of target token you control. Token. It's all about tokens in this deck, man. And its level 3 ability is target creature tokens you control get +2/+2. Yeah, and you know, this is the reason I'm wearing white right now. My color is white because temporary lockdown just answers the meta. There's so many low-cost aggro decks going around right now, and if you have a temporary lockdown in your hand, you can just easily turn the tides in any game that you cast this. I'm running it as a 4-of, and it's an enchantment for 3 mana. Whenever it enters the battlefield, exile every non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until it leaves the battlefield. And rounding out our Planeswalker suite, we got 1 Liliana of Veil. Just a good all-around control, you know, early game Planeswalker for 3 mana. And then to get some card draw, because we really don't have a whole lot of ways of drawing cards in this deck in the early game. Phyrexian Arena can kind of come in there in some of those longer matchups and just kind of help us along. As of, you know, win condition, we have Elspeth creating tokens, comes in for 4 mana. Pretty good. Also has lifelink stuff, so we can gain life with her, and making stuff have flying is really nice too. Beza, you know, we're gaining life, we're creating tokens, we're gaining life, we're drawing cards, we're making a huge creature for 4 mana. This is probably the best white creature, one of the best white standard creatures ever printed, to be honest with you. And then for our mass removal suite, we're playing black-white control here. We need to have some removal in the form of no witnesses, 1 copy. Each player who controls the most creatures investigates and then destroy all creatures. And then we have 1 copy of Sunfall and 2 copies of Deadly Cover-Up. And as I stated before, the Kaya, so for those that don't know, Kaya is a legendary planeswalker for 4 mana. Create a 1/1 creature token with flying, essentially. We're surveilling 2 and then exiling a card from a graveyard. This can be really good against graveyard recursion decks. Against other decks that have multiple copies of Virtue of Persistence on the battlefield at the same time, she can just kind of screw them over in that department. And then her -2 is exile 1 creature you control, and then for each other player, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls, which is really nice. Really good at control, and I'm surprised that she doesn't get seen more often in these Orzhov control decks. Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator, very good when you're getting into like the longer games, the more grindy games. She can just come in and just take over the game very quickly, especially when we have multiple planeswalkers on the battlefield. She has a library of text on the cards. So basically what she does is she creates tokens and she draws you cards without actually stating the word draw cards. That's about all she does. She's really good. And she also can pump your tokens as well. Eternal Wanderer, same thing. Board control, exiling things, returning them to the battlefield at the end of combat, at the end of the end step. Creating a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike, and she can also essentially wipe the board, which is really nice. Vraska, drawing cards, removing creatures, turning them into artifacts. And if you want to do her -9, which we probably never will, target player gets 9 poison counters. Very simple. Virtue of Persistence, always nice. If you can cast after 7 at the beginning of your upkeep, you're putting a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Well, there should be a lot of creatures in the graveyard by the time we're done with all this. that should be online as long as they don't destroy it. That can be very valuable. And then, of course, Kaya. If we can cast a Kaya, it's just GG's. We have the Mirexes for additional win conditions, a Fountain Port for more tokens and card draw, treasure tokens, da-da-da-da. Fountain Port's just so good. A couple of Demolition Fields for those pesky manlands that our opponents seem to always want to play. And then we have one manland ourselves, the Restless Fortress, which can gain us some life in a pinch if we really need it. And then the rest is just all untapped lands. I really needed untapped lands with all this crap in the mana base, so I went with 4 Concealed Courtyards, 3 Caves of Koilos, and then just the rest is just plains and swamps. So with that, we'll get right into the gameplays, and hopefully we do good today. Pretty bad that we had to just pitch that. We're never going to see that again, but that's okay. And we're playing against the best deck in the format. Awesome. Yeah, we're not even in ranked, and this is what we're facing. He's just hoping to play a Forge on turn 3 and just win the game. Well, if he plays his Forge on turn 3, I will just concede the game. It's that simple. Yep.
Have faith in my sword. Ready arms! Finish what we started.
Pretty good draw on the top there. Get to reset his Forge every turn and prevent him from using it is really good.
I think this will be a quick one. You're coming with me. My will is steel.
It draws the manland. Why does this always happen, man? Main phasing a Mirrex token.
Is that all?
Stupid. That was really dumb. That was the dumbest thing he's ever done in his life.
Thank you for your help.
Main phase the Mirrex token was really bad.
We'll finish this later.
Drew the demo field. Still don't have an answer for Forge. We do have a first striker for the Forge. That's kind of gas. We got a Doomblade for the Restless Boviak. These decks are just so freaking annoying, man. It's just 10 times worse when they have a Caretaker's talent. Sunfall. Kate. Well, we could get a Kutzel flanker back every turn. Kinda gotta do it now. I can't. Shall wait one more turn. Cannot, for the life of me. Gain 2, scry 2. If we can get that back, that would be sick. Get that every turn. Another Kutzel flanker. That's fine. Exiling your own graveyard? Okay. Oh, I thought it was my turn. Apparently it's not. Waiting. Waiting. There we go. Finally, something for that forge, man. Oh, it's like a breath of fresh air. I gotta put 4 of these in the deck, dude. This is crazy. They just have like layers. 1 layer, 2 layers. There's so many layers they can win with. It's so insane, dude. It's so insane. You kill my forge, fire up the Mirrex, fire up the, fire up the creature land. You kill that, I'll play Elspeth. You play creatures, I'll Sunfall. It's just, just insane. It's insanity. Duress. Forge the tower, get that out of here. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to shine. What a crazy game. This has only been going on for 10 minutes. Feels like 24 hours. Finally arrived here. Finally get to flank her back. Game 2, Scry 2. This is so broken. Just put that on the bottom. I'll put that on the bottom. I'm pretty sure he drew a land, otherwise he would have played something relevant, and I just drew a land. Okay. What do we have left in the deck? Liliana's Caretaker's Talents. He casts a Braid. Why would you do that? What does that even matter at this point? You just give me game 2 Scry 2 again. Scry that. I'll keep both. Both good cards. I'll draw the Kaya. Play the Kaya.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Surveil 2. I'm looking for more answers here. I don't want this land, man. It's just painful. Painful. Every time I seemingly play something, they always just kill it. They always just seem to top deck an answer for whatever I play. Finds the Get Lost, but he can't use it on my Planeswalker, so, I mean, this is good. This is really good. Brotherhood's End, don't care. It's irrelevant at this point. We'll play the Swamp, make a token, and I'm going to start beating you down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's explore. Oh, yeah. Let's do it again. I made a mistake by playing that land. There's another land. Oh my god, man. This is so stupid. Lightning Helix. You've got to be kidding me. Whatever, dude. I'm so far ahead right now. So far ahead. Oh, that's so good. Play that. Play that. Play that. Give him the preemptive good game. Like a boss. By good game, I mean screw you. Draw another Get Lost, idiot. Go ahead, draw another Get Lost. See how much that works for you. See how much that works for you. Draw another Get Lost off the top of the deck, moron. Yeah, I know, it's painful. It's painful, your deck lost. Everything you played got killed, destroyed, exiled. It's gone. Everything, your very life, your very existence hangs in the balance of this top deck. and he top decks the best card in his deck. I'm so done. I'm so done. Okay. Why are you attacking? Are you stupid? Okay, we got a demolition field. Let's hang on to that for now. Fire up the fortress. We're going to be doing more damage than him. Go to attacks. Attack in for like 10. Yeah, he's on a 2-turn clock. Play the demo field. Pass the turn. Another forge. That's really irrelevant at this point. Too little too late, son. Too little too late. Draw Sunfall. Whatever. We are in cruise control. Because if he draws anything, like Beza, I guess he could draw. Beza would be kind of annoying. Sunfall. Be pretty annoying. If he could just draw land, like, hello, do you see how many? There we go. That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. And that's dying. I mean, he's determined. He still thinks he can win this game. I have no clue how he's gonna win this game. But he still thinks he can win this game. We have 3 basics left. Oh man, this is what it takes to beat this deck, people. It literally takes grinding your friggin' ass off, literally crying in pain, you're on the ground bloody to beat this deck. It's not easy. It's ridiculous how good this friggin' deck is and how broken this deck is. And I just don't know what he could draw here to win. I'm expecting the concession any moment now. Any moment. And he drew a land. He finally drew a land. He finally drew a land. Wow, he finally drew a land. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of my 28 land in our like epic 30 turn or 40 turn game. 27 cards left in the deck, so let's say something around 30 turns, like 25 turns at the very least. I drew 14 land and he only drew 10 land. Wow. That's got to be one of the best games of Standard I've played yet this year. You know, the best decks in Standard can be awfully frustrating because they usually just crush you, right? That's what they're built for. They're the best decks for a reason. It's very clear cut who had the best deck in this matchup, but we managed to overcome that deficit and completely just edge our opponent out by literally one bad top deck, and it could have been all over for us. So yeah, very, very happy about that. Okay, so we're up against Golgari. He's doing nothing. Okay. You do nothing, I do nothing. It's fair play. Has 3, you have to play something now. Plays Glissa, that's best case scenario for us. We'll Doomblade that. Drawing a lot of land here. Let's play this. And play this. He'll play a Sholdred. It's the same story every time, man. He'll play Terra Sunder. Okay, I like that. Okay, cool. Innkeeper's Talent. We don't care about Innkeeper's Talent. We'll play the Banishing Light on the Innkeeper's Talent. Goodbye. Oops. Still has no manlands. Okay, we just drew the Virtue. Alright. We have the Demolition Field for when we need it. I think we'll just hold on to it for now. Surely he has creature lands in his deck. Just hasn't drawn them yet. They usually run 4 of them. And he's passing to me. I'll take the turn. So we've managed to avoid all of his nasty stuff. We have a Virtue that we could bring back at any point. Bring back the Glissa. Okay. It's my turn. Opponent's doing absolutely nothing. Pass it back to you, sir. This is control at its finest. Okie dokie. So, we have answers for that. So, what we're going to do is we are going to Virtue that. We're going to Virtue the... No, you know what? The Virtue fizzles, actually, if I do that. The Virtue fizzles. We're just going to kill it. Just kill it. The Virtue fizzles, because all he'll do is kill it. And then my Virtue fizzles, so. Looks like he's got something. Nope, he's letting it go. Alright. Can I draw that 7th land? Nope. Pass it back to you. We did draw the Virtue. That's a great draw. He just drew his Restless Fortress. We are going to demo field that right now. Go find a plains. Pass to attackers. Virtue. Cut down. Demo field. Virtue. Glissa, thank you very much. Land. Sego. He's go for the throating the Glissa, makes sense. Play the Virtue. Pass the turn. The Sentinel, the Nameless City. It's fine. So he's exploring that for sure. 4/5. It's a deep cavern bat. Sure. Don't care about any of that. Okay, bring back the Glissa. Okay, we did draw the Bitter Triumph, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and just cover up so we can get some more stuff into the graveyard. Gonna go for the throat. That I just cast Deadly Cover Up. Why are you casting Go for the Throat, dummy? Okay, there's a bat. And we'll kill the bat. And get back probably Deep Cavern. Yeah, Deep Cavern probably. I might take the Sentinel actually. Casting Gix's command, sure. We got back his Glissas. I'm taking the Sentinel. That's what I wanted anyways. Found our Kaya. There we go. That's what we wanted.
I can't stand by when
Opponent
evil
loses
threatens
3,
the
gain
multiverse.
3.
Good times almost.
And explore that. And we found a land, play the land. Say go. Glissa. And we'll bring back the Deep Cavern. Opponent's gonna cut down the Deep Cavern. It's cool. Saw that. It's cool. Exile target creature or enchantment. Okay. Exile that and I'll create a 1/1 flying spirit Glissa Sunslayer. And we'll go to combat. Don't know how he's beating a Kaya. I mean, explore the Glissa. It's a Phyrexian Arena. That's perfect. I'll take that. Pass the turn. We are just loving life right now. Plays a Glissa. It's getting exiled. What he's doing. Comes the Deep Cavern Bat. He probably drew another cut down. Or some type of plays to go for the throat. Absolutely fine. We don't mind that at all. We drew a Phyrexian Arena. Play the Arena. Exile the Glissa. I get a copy of it, but I'm going to keep this one. And I will attack. Finally, I get to attack with the Glissa. Finally, someone gets to attack with the Glissa here. I'm going to draw a card, lose a life. Found a land, play the land. That's the turn. Opponent draws a land. Concedes the game. Of course, it could never be that easy, right? It's okay, we win anyways. Opponent's going to explore the Sentinel. Finding a long goodbye. That's actually not terrible, but it's pretty bad. We're going to bring back Sentinel. We're going to draw a land. We're going to draw a Duress. We are going to draw 2 cards and you can scry 1.
I don't move without knowing my target.
a good trade, right? Because we already know what's on top of his library. Play the land, play the Vraska, pay the full cost. Now we're doing it. Make that into an artifact, you lose. Go to combat. Attack for 6. Draw a card, lose a life. That's an Elspeth. Go to damage. Play the Elspeth. Make a token.
We can save everyone.
Draw a card, lose a life. Exploring the Deep Cavern Bed. That's a land. Play the Duress. Duress you. Good game, sir. That is a 5/5 flying first strike. That's a Baneslayer Angel, except it has Death Touch. That's pretty good. And it doesn't have lifelink, it has Death Touch. Nice. And I wish they'd bring Baneslayer Angel back into the meta. Hand's okay, I guess. Got a demolition field here in case we need it. They're playing mono red, okay. Why is everybody playing mono freaking red, man? Stop it. Take 4 from the Heartfire Hero. Another Heartfire Hero. Okay. And a Cacophonies. This is too much, man. I'm telling you, this is just not. This is just way too much, bro. Oh my, that's so gas. That's like the only thing we could have drawn there. That's the only thing we could have drawn there to save our ass. Give him an early good game. He's gone. He's gone. Opponent's gone. If I can't beat you, I'm gone, he says.